Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, I sincerely pray that all is well with you and yours. Well, it's the day after the shit show, right? What do we have to say about that? It was a shit show. And for those who were commanded to march, I want to thank you for the missteps. Silent protest. Very well done. Loved it. I said it before, and I think it's worthy of continued thought processes. Do you feel that you're in a movie? That we are merely actors in someone's script? That's how I see things more times now than ever before. We are the pawns, we are the stand ins and extras for a failed TV star, because there's nothing star like about him. We're pawns dancing in this motherfucker's head. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I don't like being used. Nobody, I would think, wants to be used. You can get more from a person by asking them than by force. And that's what this failed exhibition was about yesterday. It's like, I'm going to make you like me. No, no, we don't like you. We don't like you at all. Melania don't like you. That's evident. She puts up with you because it's a business transaction. We didn't buy into that bullshit. We haven't gotten a token. And if you had a token to give, I wouldn't take it from you. Small in mind, non existent in spirit, no morality at all. There's no honor among these particular thieves. None. There was a time back in the day when there was honor among thieves, if you want to call them that. People who lived off the street, hustlers, and the like. You can go after nobody unless you deserve to be sought out. Stay in your lane, I stay in my lane, everybody sweet, we all good. This moiful wants to rule the roost. The tragedy is that moifoi don't know the rules of the roost. They won't make up their own rules. And they want to do it by force. And that can only last for so long. It is my hope that those who have a voice speak up, grow a pair, get a spine. You know, this can be taken down. We have been indoctrinated into the belief that this is a great nation. Great for who? We're all struggling with something. And many of the things that we, the people, struggle with are things that have been forced upon us. We already know we live in a police state. What kind of shit is that? That's why I said movie. This is a script, okay? More folks out here playing war. You come into a community dressed like you going to Vietnam or World War II. You got guns and flash grenades and all this kind of shit, tear gas against the average everyday person who don't have nothing on their mind but handling their business. And here you come. Many of those who've had participated in these horrendous, horrendous activities, I would like to believe have been forced to either go or lose your job. However, in spite of that particular scenario, there are those within that group who get off on it. Oh, they jack it off big time. Okay. Yeah, I can go out there and bust some heads. What is wrong with you? Why do you find inflicting pain upon other human beings so enjoyable? What is wrong? You're sick. 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 And that's what we're dealing with this script we're dealing with. We're dealing with a failed human being, flawed. We're all flawed to some degree or another. Okay, I'm not trying to throw stones. I live in a glass house too. I own up to my shit. I have flaws. I recognize them for what they are, and I deal with them accordingly, so as not to transmute my flaws on anyone else, not to project my fragility on anybody else. That's what I do. That's what I do differently, and most assuredly differently than the Orange Mussolini. I uh, I would encourage those who stand in the seats of power that was given to you by the votes of your constituents, the people who live in your cities and in your states, in your counties, in your townships. Those of you who are voted in to do a job, which is to make shit better for your people, you make it worse. Not all, many, not all. At some point in time, I would think you would have that within you already. You ran for a position to be able, under the pretext of being able to help the people in your community. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. First and foremost, stop underestimating the intelligence of your constituents. We do understand. You can't get in there and change shit with the snap of a finger. You got other people who may want what you want, may want a little bit of what you want, may not want what you want at all. But y'all got to come to fucking together. Find common ground. And I'm speaking to anybody who hears my voice. Find common ground. As a human being, mothers, fathers want the best for their children. Grandparents want the best for their children and their grandchildren. They want what's good for them, what makes their life fulfilling. And you might even have a few material toys, okay? But it won't break the bank. If there was someone who became ill for any reason, they could be taken care of and it wouldn't break the bank. The treatment that I'll refer to us as the people as locals, as the locals, that what we have to deal with y'all that we put in office, it's mind boggling. Well, what the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you speaking up? Senators and Congress people. There ain't but a handful of y'all that are giving a voice to the illegality of what is going on. And there are more of you. But y'all ain't saying shit. We need y'all to step the fuck up. Senators, Congress people, we need you to step up, find common ground, and fight this crap. You notice I kept that clear. Families, the elderly, the homeless, and if I may have a little room for the rent, the homeless. Many are homeless for circumstances of not of their own making. Our veterans, for example, a military family, veterans, men and women who have gone, who have served in the armed forces for the people of this nation and the Constitution upon which it was built, flawed as that is. Let's be real, that shit's flawed too, but it's better or had been better than a lot of other countries around us. The perversion has come from those who have the money and want to make more. So you stir up shit, you get wars started so that you can make more money off of the armaments and things of that nature. And then those men and women who have given of their many of them their natural lives have returned home maimed, mentally just completely off the square. We ain't nowhere near square. Okay? We come back home and our own government neglects them. And now this Morford wants to do some more damage with regards to that. I saw a clip about something. If I find it, I'll put it in the description. But it's like no, they should not want for anything, nothing. There's enough money for everybody to live moderately well. This oligarchy, these billionaires who have made their money off of us, okay? And they do this. We've got to change, folks. We've got to change. I say it often, and I mean it. For those who understand who they are, for those who are seeing this for what it is, a failed TV show and a failed TV host. There's shit going on in his head. I wouldn't pay nobody if I had money to find out what it was, because it would be beyond reason. We locals, we the people, those who know that they know, we've got to raise our vibrations and do what we do. We got to raise our vibrations and make it do what it do. We can do that. I've heard of I've heard stories of events being held where groups would come together to pray for safety over of a city, country, whatever, and because things were coming in their way, whether it was storms or even adverse people, and prayer, that collective energy, iced those situations. They weren't harmed. Nobody was harmed. Many cases of that are documented. Look it up. We need to do this now. We need to do this now. I did a short a day or two ago. I was out with my daughter and my grandson, and I did a short, and I said, we need to shut it down. We need to shut it down. I got 2,000 views by saying we need to shut it down. That was on a short. But I'm sure, no, I'm going to put it like this. There may be some who understood what it was I was saying. And then there are others that just simply say, well, what do you mean by shut it down? Shut the fuck down. You know what I mean. Shut it down. I'm not a violent person. I don't wish harm on any living being. Nevertheless, I understand when there are those that insist on being the thorn in the side, and they have to be shut down. I have my methods. I use things, help facilitate some energy. That's what I do. Use what gifts you have, whatever they may be. We as energy ourselves, we need to shut this shit down. It's draining us. It's taking many out. So have a good week. As it may truth. Like I said, I will drop some links in the description for what I was referencing earlier. Okay. Out.